Hi, I'm Michelle, and today we're going to be discussing the methods you can use to form your LLC in Connecticut. We're going to be covering the steps involved in starting your LLC, the forms that you're going to need, the naming requirements, and how to actually register your Connecticut LLC. I'll also be explaining the importance of having a registered agent and a very key term known as piercing the corporate will. Now, these 2 points are absolutely the things that you do not want to miss. Connecticut is one of those original 13 colonies in the United States. Irrespective of the type of business, Connecticut is now having more than 340,000 small companies. The state is popular with the elite and some of the wealthiest citizens residing there. You can either have a single member Connecticut LLC or other types of LLCs. Many incentive programs or business funding options are available in Connecticut for entrepreneurs willing to start an LLC. Now, you can start off your Connecticut LLC by 3 methods. Number 1 is that you can do it yourself, in which case you can choose to fill out the online forms or you can send it off via mail. Number 2 is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is the most easy and secure method out there. Now, we recommend TailorBrands as one of the best services out there purely for this purpose. And number 3 is that you can hire an attorney. Now we're coming to a very important question, and that is, what exactly is an LLC? An LLC is a hybrid business entity combining a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your personal assets from your business assets and thus gives you personal asset protection. Now, when you're starting off your LLC in Connecticut, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay a filing fee of $120. In this video, we'll be discussing options number 1 and number 2, but placing emphasis on why exactly you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure that you're doing your LLC work correctly. Because this is one of those things where you can't afford missing key information or any misunderstandings. TailorBrands is a really good and competent professional service that you can get, because forming an LLC is not just filing the certificate of formation, but also deciding on name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. Now, all of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'll be leaving the links in the description below so you can go and check them out. We're now going to discuss in detail the 5 important steps that you must cover when you're forming your LLC in Connecticut. Now, the first step to starting off your LLC in Connecticut is basically choosing the business name. Now, before you name your business, you must know that the name should be easy to remember, it should be available in the state, and follows all the LLC naming guidelines. And you can find those guidelines at startmyllc.io. Specific requirements you need to follow when naming your company are: number 1, your business name should be available, and no other business in Connecticut can have that name. Each business name is unique to its own owner. Now, limited liability company and LLC should be there as suffix in the company name. You cannot use any name for your business that is confusing or misleading. Terms such as Treasury, State Department, FBI, CIA, they cannot be included. Terms like bank, university, attorney, doctor, they can only be added after the additional requirements by the Connecticut state government are fulfilled. If you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you do want to hold on to the name that you've decided, then you can reserve your LLC name for 120 days. Now, to keep the name, you have to file a name reservation application and pay $25 to reserve your name with the Connecticut Secretary of State. Coming to the second and highly vital step to forming an LLC in the state of Connecticut is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that will act and work on your LLC's behalf. Now, this person or business will receive important paperwork and other official government correspondence in Connecticut. Hence, hiring a competent registered agent for your LLC is very necessary. Make sure your registered agent for the service of process is a resident of Connecticut or has a physical street address. Now, the business address is used as the LLC's principal address in Connecticut. Most LLC formation companies also provide a registered agent service with them. TailorBrands is a great LLC setup service, and even if you buy their cheapest plan for around $49 a year, you can still get a registered agent service and other services at a very reasonable price. Now, a key thing to know when getting a registered agent is the importance of having one, and having a legit one. Because if case of any lawsuit or if you get sued, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate will. Now, most people believe that they're setting up an LLC for tax purposes, but the real reason for setting up your LLC is to limit your liability. Basically, what it does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your business, they can't really go after your personal assets. Now, when you're sued, the attorney who's doing the suing is going to go and start look for cracks in your LLC. Now, this is where they pierce the corporate will, and the first thing that they're going to check is, do you have a registered agent? Are they legit? And have they been filing your paperwork? The third and another important step in forming an LLC is to file the Certificate of Formation. The Connecticut Articles of Organization is a legal document needed to officially register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $120 to file your formation certificate in Connecticut, whether you file it online or you file it by mail. It depends on you. Certificate of Formation includes details like the name of your LLC, registered agent's name, address, employee details, and the structure of the company. Now, whether it's member managed or manager managed. Before you're hiring employees in Connecticut, one should really know about the rules and regulations very thoroughly to avoid any future issues. Now, we suggest using TailorBrands to file a Certificate of Formation because they provide an easier way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing out on any of the steps. If you get stuck anywhere, they do have a live chat option that will help you out as soon as they can. The fourth step is filing the operating agreement. An operating agreement is an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and operating procedures of your LLC. Now, this document is vital as it ensures that all the business owners are on the same page regarding how they operate, their voting power, business resolution, and so much more, and it helps reduce future conflicts. When it comes to filing a Connecticut LLC operating agreement, the state doesn't really require you to have a very comprehensive operating agreement, but it is very much ideal if you have one that contains the details of the entire business operation. It's recommended that it should be done by using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you won't have to worry about missing out on any of the details. The agreement template is drafted for a very small fee of $29. EIN, also known as the Employer Identification Number, is a 9-digit number which is given by the IRS to make it very easy to identify the type of businesses for tax purposes and taxes in general. Now, the EIN is necessary for any active business or any form of businesses for that matter. An EIN is needed when the LLC hires employees. To obtain an EIN, one has to fill up a form which can be done online or by mail, and you have to submit it to the IRS. You can also get an EIN assistant through TailorBrands who can help you out with the entire process. I'll be leaving the links to all of the resources in the description below, and you can go there and check out which of the options exactly fit your requirements. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how to file your forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether it's still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who is going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN, like I discussed before, for tax-related purposes. If you don't have one, or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already, or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct, and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. So what's next? Now that you've created your Connecticut LLC, there are still a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need a company business bank account and business credit card. You have to file the Connecticut business permits and licenses. You have to get general liability insurance and professional liability insurance, which has to cover your employees. And then you have to file the annual report for Connecticut LLCs. I really hope you enjoyed this comprehensive video on how to start your LLC in Connecticut, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your business there. Now, please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the notification button. Thank you for watching.